Hey everyone, welcome back to an Auto Joe video featuring my own car. Yes, the 2021 Elantra N-Line is featured on another video. Shocker, right? So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. We're sitting at just over 80,000 miles now, and we've had this car for about, 3.5. We're getting pretty close to 4 years, but it's about at 3.5, maybe a little bit more than that. So in the last few weeks, we've actually had a couple problems with this car that I wanted to talk about. First being, and obviously not the car's fault, but we had to replace our windshield. So I came out to my car one day and I already had a little bit of a chip in the windshield, but I came out and there was started to web, essentially, starting from the base of the windshield and going up. And it spread for a couple days, and I was like, all right, I gotta go get my windshield replaced. So I took it to Safelite here in Windham, New Hampshire. Obviously, they're a big company, so I'm sure many of you have heard of them. But I got my windshield replaced, got in my car, thought everything was gonna be okay, and turns out the windshield was warped. I could not stand to drive it. It basically felt like driving with a wrong prescription glasses. Like, that's how bad it was. I didn't actually get a really good picture of it. It doesn't show up well on the camera, but if you drove my car, you would instantly see it. That's how bad. And so luckily, Safelite actually warrantied this. They didn't end up charging me again, which I wouldn't end up wanting to pay for that anyways. I wouldn't accept that as a possible solution. But so I ended up spending $500. Obviously they warrantied it, replaced it, and you're actually sitting and looking at day one of my new windshield. Really clear, no problems with any warping going on here. I have a clear, non-distorted view, so I'm happy about that. The other thing I wanted to mention is that one morning, probably about 2 weeks ago now, I came out to my car and started it, and it idled rough. It kept jumping from 1,000 to 2,000 RPMs at kind of a decent rate, and then all of a sudden it threw a solid check engine light. And so, I'm not very mechanically inclined. I don't have a reader with me. I don't have a code reader, and I was gonna go buy one, and then turns out it cleared the next time I restarted the car. So I have a feeling it's probably, in my own guess, like I said, I'm not very mechanically inclined, spark plugs. But who knows? I'm actually gonna have it go looked at in a few weeks. Well, actually next week by the point of this video coming out. And I will give you guys all an update on that when that happens. And I just been really busy the last few weeks. I meant to go get a reader and get this thing diagnosed myself, but the way I see it is the car is still under warranty. The dealer is going to replace it free of charge anyways, so I don't really want to have to worry about it on my end. So those were the two main updates that I have for you all today. Other than that, this car has still been a blast to drive. And yes, I said in my last video that I plan to get a Elantra N. That's what I've been leaning towards. But really, I'm just waiting for those interest rates to come down. I also wasn't too pleased with them when they decided to facelift the car. In my own opinion, yes, everybody's opinion on the looks of the car, it's very subjective, right? But in my opinion, I thought the pre-facelift car looks better than the new one. The front end, I don't mind, actually, of the new one. I think it also looks good. But the rear is where I really have the problem. And no one has really talked about this. I'm on all the Facebook groups for Elantra N, Elantra N-Line, all the forums, whatever. I take a look at all that sometimes. And no one has said that I have seen, no one has criticized the fact that they have added like 2 or 3 inches to the back bumper. And I feel like it just makes the car look ugly in the back. I really don't like it. It's not deal breaking. I would still go out and buy a brand new Elantra N, but if I had to choose an Elantra N of year-end spec, I would choose a 2023 Elantra N in performance blue with the DCT. That's what I've been looking for. So when I can find one for a good deal, whether it be lower on the sticker price or lower as far as interest rate, I'm gonna jump on it. But until then, we're gonna ride it out with the Elantra N-Line.